Hello everybody, it's Dia and today we're going to be talking about periodic trends. So let's get right on into it. First we're going to talk about how do you even read this big block of a bunch of letters. So how it works is that our vertical columns are our groups. So there's group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Another way to organize the group is 1A, 2A, hop on this side, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, and 8A. And the reason why it's good to organize it with the 1A, 2A to 8A is because you can automatically tell how many valence electrons that is. So in our group 1A, we know we have 1 valence electron. Group 2A, we have 2, hop on this side, 3 valence, 4 valence electrons, and so on. So that's why organizing like that is definitely a good idea. And our horizontal rows are called periods. So period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and going down just like that. So now we're going to talk about what are the different colors. So the reds are our metals, and the metals make up majority, and they're mostly on the left side. And then next up we have our metalloids. And our metalloids are just right here, these little yellow ones, and these are the ones that have both metal and non-metal characteristics. And then on our right side, we have our non-metals. So our group 8A has a special name, and they're called the noble gases. So these are our gases. And group 7, these are our halogens. So that's important to remember. So next up, we're going to talk about atomic radii. And atomic radii is basically how far away is the outermost shell from the nucleus. So as we go down the periodic table, we're going to have a larger atomic radius because we have more shells. So to get to the shells on the outermost side, it's going to take more distance. But then as we go from left to right, it's decreasing because we don't have as many of our electrons so far apart, and also the forces and the negative charges here are being pulled in a lot more to our nucleus, so that's going to cause our atomic radius to decrease as well. Next up, we have ionic radii, which is basically for ions, and how it works is as we go down the periodic table, our ionic radius is increasing, and as we go from left to right, it's just continuously decreasing, and that's because here, it's the same thing. Our charges, they're not being pulled with the same amount of force right now as they normally would be on this side of the periodic table, so the radius is going to be bigger than compared to our over here where the forces are being really attracted to our nucleus. Next up, we have ionization energy, and ionization energy is how much energy is required to get rid of an electron. So, how much energy does it take to become an ion? A cation specifically. So, as we go down here, our ionization decreases because these guys, they want to get rid of their electrons, and they have electrons to get away with. For over here, they have quite a lot of electrons, so if 1 or 2 goes, it's not as big of a deal, but compared to these guys, especially our noble gases, because our noble gases only have 8, they have already their 8 valence electrons, so it's going to take more, and they don't want to get rid of them, so it's going to take more and more energy to get rid of them when we come over here. And last but not least, we have electronegativity, and electronegativity is going to be very important for when you're studying polar covalent bonds. So what electronegativity is what is the ability to attract shared electrons to itself. So as we go up the periodic table, they're going to be more willing to share their bonds, and especially here. And it's basically how bad do they want to hog all of their electrons. Down here, they got electrons to give, and up here they have some to give, but over here, they just want all of them. They want all of these electrons. They want to gain, especially oxygen and fluorine. They want to gain as much as they possibly can. So it's like hogging the electrons. And this was the last periodic trend. So I hope that you guys were able to understand everything in our 4 periodic trends. And I hope this video helped. Thank you.